what was your motivation to participate in this?
So the main motivation for us to be here, to stand here, is to make sure people hear our voices. Many times our voice has been silent on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. The voice of the Palestinians has been silent. So it's very important for us to stand up, to make our voice heard wherever we are, no matter how bad the weather is. We have to stand here. As you can see around us, there's little children with us. We have to teach them young to make sure they grow up knowing what's happening.
Yeah, thank you. So are you originally from the Netherlands or like?
So I'm originally Palestinian. My father came in the 60s to the Netherlands as a migration worker. I'm born and raised here. But I have been in Palestine many times before. I go there every year as a summer holiday. I lived there for over 2 years when I got married. So yeah.
Yeah. So there are so many histories and so many news and so many things to study, and I've been studying. But what do you hope in the end of this problem?
So the main goal, of course, is peace. That the people, the children especially, grow up knowing what freedom is. Because a lot of Palestinian children don't know what freedom is. That's the most important goal. I'm already 29 years old. My father used to tell me I won't even be alive to see a solution for the Palestinian cause. So I'm the second generation. I'm not sure if I will even see it, but I hope my children and their children and the people in Palestine, the children in Palestine, will grow up knowing what peace and freedom is, to be able to live like other people, other children around the world, to have fun, to enjoy life. That's the main goal.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
And,
Thank you.
There are some questions. What do you think about the people in Israel killed by Hamas?
Of course, look, the main thing is killing is never the real solution. Casualties on both sides is not what we want. But think about it. It's been over 70 years that the Palestinians have been killed. Gaza has been bombed over 100 times. There's over thousands and thousands of Palestinians who died in Gaza alone. I'm not talking about the West Bank, only Gaza. Let's say 2014, one of the biggest massacres, phosphor bombs were being dropped on Gaza. The world was silent. Israel could get away with it without anything. You can't expect in a situation like that there's no retaliation. Of course, people only think now Hamas is the starter of this whole thing. But in the meantime, there's a lot of killing, a lot of things being said. They are still living under siege in Gaza. So it's not without reason that they did it. Again, people getting killed is not the solution. Civilians, children, women, leave them alone on both sides. But on the other hand, it's expected. You put people in an open air prison with so many things that they can't do. It's at the end of the war, at the end of the day, it's not per se a war, it's occupation. And when you are occupied, you are pushing people in a corner. And when people are pushed in a corner, they can do things that are not as humane as you would like it.
So, I'm telling this message to Japanese, which is far away from Middle East.
Yeah.
And we are in the Netherlands, which is kind of far away from Middle East too. So my question is what can we do as people who are living in far away and with little with the physical distance?
So the main thing is for people around the world is to educate yourself about the situation, about the history of the conflict. Don't assume what the media is telling you is the right thing. Educate yourself first. That's the first step that you have to do. Know about the cause, know what's happening there, and look how you can help the people. So as far as I know, Palestinians are everywhere. They're also in Japan. I know a couple that live there. They have a small Palestinian community. Try to reach out to them. See how you can help them, what you can do. Mobilize yourself. At the end of the day, the real help has to come from the governments. They have the power in their hands to move things, to say a word that's being heard by others. So after you educate yourself, step up, go on the streets like we did today, and try to reach your government. Try to see what their standpoint is on this whole situation and make sure their standpoint is a humane one. That's the main goal.
Thank you. So, do you have any other messages other than that?
Free Palestine until it's backwards.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.